NPL Group UK Stadium as we prepare for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Gainsborough Trinity and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Hundreds of appearances in the Premier League and then the Division 1 as it was then. And the poor ball just gives it to Smythe, and Smythe is trying to go forward, going diagonal here, gets it through to Morris. Morris takes a touch, trying to get it out, takes a touch past the defender, lays it out to the left now to Deacon, just needs the ball in the box. Deacon into the middle, over Rawson's head, headed out to the edge of the area, goes to Kay, who's having to face back a goal now, out to Charles. If the pass is not really working, so he's allowing Gainsborough to get in shape as Charles will slip as his pass goes forward, and now Gainsborough could be on the counter-attack. Boutrod switching it out to Margaret brings it down well, out towards Tuntul-Warner, acres of space for the winger, and Tuntul-Warner goes forward, facing with Tinker, putting on the inside, great tackle from Tinker, they go through, ball on strike, deflection, and then saved by Townsend. It was Margaret, an improvised strike from the striker. Ball thrown in the middle, it's a really good throw here. And now it's laid out to left to Boutrod. Back into the middle, it was looking for Tuntul-Warner, but cleared away. Charles is tackled as he tries to clear. And now it's back Boutrod, boiling to the middle, brought down by Margus. He's looking for the space shot, takes a shot, curls well wide in the end. But then headed right back, Mulhern heads it on. He wins a lot of headers, this Frank Mulhern. Out to the right, and well won by Charles. If Morris flips it back into the middle, but then it's just Johnson again. It's just staying in the air and then knocked forward, and here comes Gainsborough looking for a counter-cut. Mark's looking for Tuntul-Warner, and it's actually not Tuntul-Warner. Now it's Tuntul-Warner who's on the ball, and he's going to go back. Oh, that's past Townsend, great save by the keeper. It was actually Cameron Simpson there on the right. He will. The Oilers going to go at these as they go to the far post, headed away by Iggleton, and it's Boutrod who's got it on the far right side. Back it will go for Simpson. He puts the ball into the box, and it's Owen who gets the header. Charles is trying to get to it first, but it will be Jackson who puts another ball in, and it's headed towards goal, but Townsend will collect that. So there's a goal. We've seen a goal at Prescott. They have taken the lead against Guiseley. Tony Donaldson has scored for the Liverpool Day side. We face Guiseley on New Year's Day. Ball goes into the middle, punched away by Robson. Falls to Smythe, who's going to try and lob the keeper from distance. It didn't fall down from to hit a cleaner volley, and you may have heard a sarcastic cheer, which tells you everything that happened with that shot. It goes over the bar. It's going to go back to Robson now in the Gainsborough goal. Right foot, ball forward. Kay's going to look to win that, and he does win that. He's got Tuntul-Warner in his back as he lays it off to Smythe, and Smythe and Kay have tackled each other. And now Tuntul-Warner goes forward, gets past one man now. Great little pass from Hellywell out to the right. Forward now to Hellywell. Townsend's that challenge. Great save by Townsend, and he gathers it up on the second. Shaky there in midfield, and then it's switched over to Simpson. Not forward, looking, gets to Mulhern. Great hold-up player, Mulhern, as he gets it back to Simpson. Tackle goes in, but he will keep the ball. Back to Hellywell, he's on a booking Hellywell. Now it's over now to the left with Jackson. Ball into the middle, and Simpson with a header, and then it's awkward. It's in the box. Mulhern with a strike cleared and blocked. Tinker's still in the area, his own area. He goes backwards before clearing out for a throw-in to Robson.
All those back with David Robson.
Taking his time, then gets it out towards the right, looking for Simpson. Tinker will head away. Deacon knocks it over the top, and Wilson just left that one there. As it goes to Mulhern, unchallenged. Now Tuntul-Warner, it's a space, takes a shot left footed. Brilliantly powerful shot over the bar. Townsend. Out to the right here. Got a short option here, and he's going to take it here as Jackson goes in. Back in comes across towards the far post. Header is well high and wide. He just got it wrong there. Then back to Robson. He's going to send it forward now, and Iggleton will win that header. And this goes over top of Iggleton's head, so it's going to be Hellywell who gets it. Now out to the left, Boutrod. You know, he's got a wicked left foot if he's able to utilise it. He's going to utilise it. Ball into the box. Finds Mulhern on the right-hand side. Delays the shot. Goes out wide. Ball tees into the far post. A crucial clearance from O'Connor. It's a corner kick to Gainsborough, but that was massively important.
He's been the one player really that's quite dangerous.
Can still set another corner from Gainsborough. Right footed, looking right in the middle. Header there from Tuntul-Warner over the bar.
Yeah, you know who came off the 17?
Smythe.
Smythe came off.
Ball forward, it goes over the top, and Tinker will clear it away, but only into Simpson. And Gainsborough will keep this pressure on here with Margaret, but then he's tackled, and Tinker's within foul, but Margaret just won the ball back. He's in the box, back to Simpson. Simpson puts the ball in, cleared away, back to Johnson. Johnson takes a shot, it's a busy one. Well pulled away by Townsend. Deakin trying to the ball, but Mullen gets it. Back to Simpson, puts the cross in, so deep far post. Header is off target from Margaret, and it will be a goal kick. Welfare have had a man sent off. Joel Learmouth is seen them go down to 10 men. And here comes the corner towards the near post, flicked into the 6-yard area. Overhead kick cleared. Appeals for a handball and not given. Tunsil One has got it on the edge of the area. He tries shot, it's deflected. Over the bar, corner kick. Will send the ball forward, headed away, knocked forward, and goes to Williams, who knocks out left to boot Troy. One touch passing, trying to find it away for Stocksbridge, but Gainsborough win it back. On the right now with Simpson, into the middle, goes to Williams, trying to turn, and that's outside, back to Williams, takes a shot, blocks, and it will go out for another corner. Back out the right, so trying to get it forward, and
now back on the
great
line with the visitors.
Trying to get forward, but struggling to get it across halfway line. But Troy, who's got will do. Reslak has it. He's going to try and switch the ball here, and he does find Rawson. He has to go back to get it. Tinker's a run on his left. Ball out to left to Tinker. Tinker here, taking the shot. Well saved. So now Turner will take this free kick. Knocked to the far side of the box. Oh, it heads it into the middle, but it doesn't get enough direction on it. Goes out for a goal kick. So you can see what the idea was. O'Connor's going to take it.
Takes it.
Well saved by Robson.
Good effort by Alex O'Connor.
Keeps it on target. He's actually the save ended up behind the pillar to our left. Jack Tinker's going to go for the long throw here. Launched into the box, headed away though, and then Mulhern gets the second header away. Headed out to the left again to Tinker, who brings it down, right for the ball, into the box. Eagleton's going to charge it, gets a header on target, saved by Robson. Throw in here, we'll end up sending it back to Townsend. He's going to allow it to go back to him before kicking it first time. Rawson's looking to get it, goes over his top, just away, and it comes down to Reslak on the left. Ball back into the middle. O'Connor's lining up, drives it. What a goal! What a brilliant goal by Alex O'Connor! He hits it first time, drills it bottom corner. It's 1-1 here, and you're not going to see many better than that.
From visiting teams, Alex O'Connor.
Marshall's back defending, but it's played by Towns, appeals that he was out of his area, but the referee does not agree. Sending it forward, looking for Wilkinson. Headed out to the right, but as it's returned to Wilkinson, goes out to Rawson, takes it down, takes a shot, takes a deflection, just wide! Thought it was a deflection, it's going to be given as a goal kick.
He's on the halfway line.
They just need to defend this, and the point is here, ours. Oh, it's a good looking ball to the far side. Headed out to the middle, volleyed up into the air. Stocksbridge will head it out the box, cleared away by Bradshaw, and that is that. It will feel like a win for the Steels because they were 1-0 down thanks to that goal from Cesar Tunsalwana. Hello and welcome to the F-Ball Community Stadium for this live match commentary of Leek Town versus Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel. Merry Christmas to everybody that is listening tonight. It's today. Obviously, hopefully you've had a very lovely Christmas period, and now, just a day after all the festivities, we get into the actual football action. And for Jordan Lemon, just like in Christmas, he comes home. Well, he comes to a team he spent a season with, a very happy season with, as he did once play for Leek Town, as he takes charge of his very first Boxing Day match. Always a special occasion, a bigger crowd than usual, always expected on these sort of games. And that's what we see today as the stand around us here at the F-Ball Community Stadium fills up, as we face a Leek Town team who, for Stocksbridge, you might seem like a bit of a winnable one. They're a team that are towards the bottom of the table, not in the relegation zone, but could easily be dragged into the fight if we're not on a 4 and a 4. So a win here today could be massive for Stocksbridge's hopes of staying in this division. So we're just getting our final few checks in the middle, so let's go through the teams. So let's go for Leek Town. It's Josh Orenshaw in goal, then Thomas Curl, Ollie Haywood, Carl Dickinson, Liam Edwards, Billy Reeves the captain, Alex Hurst, Oliver Shenton, Connor Heath, Tunda Owalabi and Lucas Ware. On the benches, Liam Buckley, Adam Porter, Callum Lee, Aidan Campbell and Julius Nadene. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charles with Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner returns to the starting lineup, Casper Williams makes his debut after signing on loan from Doncaster Rovers, Paul Eagleton, Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Connor Smythe. The bench is Thomas Poole, Sam Kay, Danny Deakin, Alfie Wilson and Tommy Marshall. So the handshakes between our captains here. We have a big game coming up very, very shortly. So thank you very much for choosing us to tune in with today, as we look to bring you this game here today. So it looks like Stocksbridge will get the game underway. It's Alfie Bradshaw, the man on loan from Nottingham Forest, going to get us underway here today as he returns to the starting lineup. He hasn't started since the match against Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough back at the start of December. He has had his loan extended in recently, and he's been inconsistent. He's impressed at times, and at other times it's not been as great. So here we go, and here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, going from left to right, while Leek Town are in the navy blue kit, all navy blue, and they've just earned a free kick with Olavi being fouled by Bradshaw. So it will be a free kick to Leek Town early on in this one, as it's just quickly taken by Edwards, back out to the right to Curl. They're trying to get a bit passing going. We're on an AstroTurf pitch here today at the F-Ball Community Stadium, which does mean the chance to play a bit more passing football than you would typically expect at a stadium at this time of year, as Stocksbridge have got a free kick on the stand opposite to us.
I think Leek have to start well and quickly. Olavi has to use his
Tinker will launch the ball up, it goes over Rawson's head, and Morris can't keep it in. He got the final touch as well, so it will be a throw into Leek. It's just giving the ball pretty much in a mirror position on their own side. Curl will return it right back and head every time. Rawson will try and cause a problem. He gets the header, gets it over the top of Edwards, and Edwards does well to keep it in. He actually knocked off the legs of Rawson to keep it in. Quite a smart player. Shenton got two men around him, and in the end it goes out of play, and Stocksbridge will get the throw in. Leek were appealing for the free kick. Billy Reeves in particular wanting the set piece to go their way. Hello Caroline Frosting, listening from work. Come on Stocky. As Tinker throws forward, Rawson tries to head it towards goal. In the end it comes off a Leek man. It will be a throw in close to the flag for the Steels. And Tinker is going to go over. Not a typical long throw, but we've seen it more often in recent weeks. So, got plenty of options in the middle. You've got Luke Rawson is a big option. James Morris is just hanging around the penalty spot, but he throws it short to O'Connor. Back to Tinker. It's on his right. He's going to put the cross in. Charles with his sovereign at the far post, but caught by Allenshaw before he can get to him. Tom Charles, who's only scored one goal in his career for the Steels, it was against Nostell Miners Welfare in the Sheffield Senior Cup in November of last year. been well over a year now, and he's looking to get back on the score sheet. He was hanging around in the right spot. Oliver Shaw had to be alert. In a local scoreline, Barnsley are leading 1-0 against Mansfield Town. Cleary has scored for the Tykes. Curl from the middle to Weir, who's dropped towards the right-hand side now. And then he tried to pass it to Curl. Curl stretched to try and keep it in. He couldn't do so, and the Steels get it back through the throw-in. So thrown forward and then headed out by Rawson, and he'll be right back to be in Leek possession. So back with Curl now. Big launch upfield, headed on, look for Olabi, but well covered there by the defender Iggulden. Well, launch forward for Rawson to try and chase, but it's just going to bounce into the box on his right hand side. Not able to pick it up. It's an interesting test for the Steels, who have the debut of Casper Williams today on loan from Doncaster Rovers. Has been on loan with Bridlington for most of this season, and Bridlington weren't too happy that he's been moved higher up league now. Well, that's as glowing references as I think you can get sometimes. As Bradshaw, great run from Bradshaw down the right, lays it off for Charles in the middle of the box, and Morris got a shunt there as it went in, just enough one as it's cleared over. Well, the Steels will get a corner kick. It was a healthy bit of physicality, I'd say, because Morris was lining up his header and he just got that little push in the back, very smart, not enough to be a penalty, no penalty appeal at all, and then dealt with well. Corner kick, Turner will go over to take the corner. Danny Deacon's the usual set-piece specialist for the Steels, but he is on the bench today, dropped to the bench in favour of Alfie Bradshaw. He's going to take it short here to Morris, then back to O'Connor, who's going to clip the ball towards the far post. Iggulden gets a header, he's dangling towards the far post, no one's there for it, Leek able to clear. Charles will be the first man onto it as it's cleared away, and it's knocked out for a Leek throw-in. Nice an idea for a set-piece routine, you just needed someone hanging on that far end when Iggulden just teased the ball over, and then it would have been a tap-in for 1-0. In the end, no one was there, Leek clear, and we remain goalless now after 5 minutes. Ball forward, headed on, looking for Willaby, but Casper Williams as well knocks it out. O'Connor stabs it forward to Bradshaw, who's taking over the ball. Bradshaw gets it out to Morris. First time passing to O'Connor. Rawson's calling for it, but O'Connor just shielded away from the ball. He gets it back out to Bradshaw, who moves into the box. Bit of tricky footwork from him, goes to the touchline, gets a pass shot, cross shot, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Steels, who are looking really good. And Alfie Bradshaw in particular looking really positive early on in this game. There'll be a corner kick. So turn up in. Will it be another routine, or will it just be a straight normal crossing? It will be a normal crossing into the middle, and it's just headed away before it can get to Morris. Rawson got a touch onto it, he tried to hack it towards goal, but I think he hacked a bit more of the player than he would have intended to, and it is a free kick. An earlier scoreline that's worth noting is that Hebburn, who were on a 10-match winning streak, have lost 4-1 to Stockton today in the early fixture. Ball forward, and then they can't keep it in as it was going towards Connor Heath. Ball launched forward, headed backwards, and they're trying to get to it, but the header's only back for Edwards, and then Morris wins it back into midfield to Turner. Turner wants to get it into the space on the right, and he finds Charlesworth. Charlesworth will just slow it down. O'Connor wanted the ball. Instead, he's going to give it back to Turner. Turner just gets shunted off the ball, and it's going to be advantage given. O'Connor puts the cross in, looking for Rawson, headed away from him. And then Tinker's going to fight for it, but it's well won by Shenton, who gets it forward to Heath. And Stocksbridge may have wanted the free kick in the end, because Leek trying to get a counter-attack, but they've got enough men back, and Bradshaw a bit too heavy there on Shenton, and it will be a free kick on the edge of the pitch. And then that attack looked dangerous for Stockbridge. Started looking pretty good for Leek as the ball goes forward. Tinker will head it away. We'll go out for a throw-in. Never mind, if you are watching us here on our YouTube channel and listening to us, stay tuned after the commentary because our exclusive end of 2025 celebration video will be coming on straight after we go off the air. Celebrate what has been, an amazing year for the Steels of promotion, cup wins, and an FA Cup run for the women as well. As Curl puts the ball in the middle, but Casper Williams is able to clear it, the on-loan man from Doncaster Rovers. Rawson's now contesting it, but he loses out on that one to Reeves, but in the end he only passes it forward to Connor. But then, when ball goes to Olabi in the box, Olabi goes down under some light pressure from Williams. Steele's getting caught out trying to pass from the back there, and Leek almost was able to spring a trap on the Steels, but in the end, Stocksbridge able to defend. Casper Williams, really good defensive work from him. And to Smythe, back to O'Connor, who knocked it forward, but only back to Edwards. Launch forward, held up there by Heath. Good pass out to the left to Hurst. Hurst now has a chance to run at Charlesoff. Charlesoff is just trying to measure him well, trying to get some help there. Ball into the middle, headed away by Tinker. Smythe back to help him, and Smythe is winning that ball, gets it out to left to Tinker, who keeps it in. Comfortable on the ball now, slips it forward to O'Connor, who then gets tackled, but Smythe back to help and just hoops that away. And Morris is going to try and cause an issue here. It's headed away from awkwardly. Morris got a bit of a foot onto that as it ricochets up to. He's going to bounce towards the corner flag, and Rawson has won that ball right in the corner flag. He's been forced out now. Back to Tinker. Tinker takes a touch. Back into Rawson. Now Tinker. Middle to Turner. Turner's going to take a shot here. Takes a shot and he dips, but not enough. Looked like it was always going over, but then he just took a bit of dip at the end where you think maybe this is another goal of the season contender. He's got a few already this year. Curtis Turner, the captain. Weren't that far off it now. Remains 0-0 here after 9.5 minutes. Ball launched forward, hit away by Eagledon. Into the middle to Reeves, and he's been robbed of the ball by O'Connor. Now out to Smythe. Smythe charging forward on the left hand side. Clips across far right to Rawson. Rawson tries to hit back. Morris in the shot, well blocked. Back to Turner. Turner brings it down. Thinks about the shot. Instead he's going to go back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth takes it under stride. He's going to put the cross in, and that is overhit and will be collected by Olorenshaw. But the Steelers are playing better so far with 10 minutes gone. They just didn't take the most of that. Winning the ball very high up the pitch. They didn't take advantage of that, and Leek were able to defend that without Olorenshaw really being tested. Eagledon heading the ball away, headed back by Weir into the middle. Turner gets a head on. Bradshaw taking it down. He's looking to turn. He's been really good in this game so far. Back to Charles, who gets it forward and into defence, backing it away to Reeves and back out to the right to Curl. In the middle to Reeves again, and then back into defence as Leek try to just shut down the game a bit. I think they just need to be a bit calm. They need to settle down into the match, which they haven't really done so in the first 10 minutes. It's been all Stocksbridge really so far, rather than an odd glimpse of what Leek can do going up front. Ball forward, headed away by Morris, who's in defence. Charles tried to keep it in, but in the end he just headed it onto the bar. So, and by that I mean the club bar to the left for us.
Yeah, and I can't remember a pass that's actually found
Throw into the middle here, and then goes down on the foul from Bradshaw. Bradshaw's not happy about that. He doesn't think it was a free kick, but the most important man here, the referee, does. So it will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Leek, and that has provoked the Leek fans into some noise here today. And as Weir says, a 25-yard out on the left-hand side. It's a really good crossing opportunity. And here comes the left-footed ball, whipped into the middle. Rawson got a bit of a flick of a header onto it, and it will just be a throw-in to Leek on the right side. This attack will continue for the Blues. So Curl with the throw-in. As they're trying to play around the rab, then O'Connor managed to get a foot onto it, and now being carried away now through Bradshaw. Bradshaw laying off to the right to Charlesworth. Charlesworth coming forward with the ball now. He's going to try and dig towards Rawson, and a sliding tackle there from Dixon stopped it, and then Reeves just beat O'Connor's ball. Ball through to Olabi. Offside flag is up. He was half a yard off there. Very, very clear decision. Great work by our linesman here on the opposite side to us. But Steels did turn off for a second, and another day the referee doesn't put his flag up for something like that. So ball back here with Townsend, who launched it forward. He's looking for Rawson, who heads it on, but it will just be comfortable into the arms of Olorenshaw. Actually, no goals in the NPL Premier Division yet today, which is quite surprising. Maybe everyone's just a bit still sleepy from their Christmas turkey yesterday. Other than the early fixture, which was a 4-1 win for Stockton. So Leek could clear it up front, looking for Heath. Good header out to left, but Tinker will get that away. But only goes it back to Hurst. Tackle goes in, Stocksbridge clear, and then Bradshaw gets out to Rawson. Rawson holds up back to Bradshaw, who is going to run down the right, and he has been the danger man for the Steels so far. As Bradshaw continues, gets it caught under his feet a bit. He's going to have to just go backwards a bit. Into the middle to Turner. Turner takes a touch, takes a shot, deflection blocked, and out it goes eventually for a corner kick. You wonder if Turner could have took that on his first touch. Done it before and scored, but in the end now he's going to be a corner kick and another opportunity to steal a third of the game. As Barnsley have gone 2-0 up against Mansfield Town, Davis Keeler Dunn, the goal scorer. So back with Turner now, as Steels have pretty much got everyone up for this, other than Tom Charles and the goalkeeper. It is into the middle now, headed away but only to the edge of the area. Headed back into the middle, back out again. Olabi gets the header to the edge of the area, nipped into almost by Williams. Williams goes down, and now Leek have a counter-attack with. Here they come forward, Leek, but they're doing it quite slowly, and Stocksbridge have been able to get a lot of their players back now as the ball is knocked out to the right-hand side, looking for Curl. A bit contested one, but Curl will win it out. He took out his own player, Connor Heath, the process, as now Curl continues to go down the right, cross into the middle. No one's in the 6-yard area. It's a dangerous looking ball as well, and before it goes out for a goal kick. 14.5 minutes gone. Something I've noted already about Connor Heath, the number 9 for Leek, is that he seems to win every header. Well, the least non-Leek thing is I've just seen a green Lamborghini go past just opposite the stadium here, in the far side of the road. You may even be able to hear a bit of the engine go as people are getting their fancy cars out for Christmas. Ball forward, headed away by Edwards, and Charlesworth tries to get it away, but only back into the Leek defence as they plug it forward. Brought down well by Olabi, onto feet. He's trying to turn out left to Hurst. Good one-touch pass and look for Olabi, but it intercepts, and now Turner will clear it, looking for Rawson. Rawson brings it down on the chest, but well robbed by Dickinson. Dickinson out to the right. Tinker's coming up to press Shenton as he's forced it back to Curl. Curl back in to Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, they're being more combative, aren't they?
Taking time. Now we'll look for the switch. Charlesworth will look to have this covered, and he will head this back into the midfield. Bradshaw dropping to get it. Gets the touch, pulls it onto the right. He's going to get it forward to Morris, who doesn't really get a healthy touch onto it. It takes it further forward, but just easy for Leek to deal with that, and back into the midfield, Lucas Weir. Lovely pass into the middle for Shenton, but well won by O'Connor in turn, and now take it forward here into the middle to Tinker, who's in a really strange position, almost centre forward, into Rawson. Dontagon takes a shot, well saved. Tinker's racing to it. Tinker shoots! Tinker scores! Jack Tinker scores just his second goal for the Steels. His first league goal as he approaches towards 180 appearances. Jack Tinker has got a present under his tree, and it was a goal. Don't know why he was up there. He was almost in centre forward there, but he's played poacher and scored for the Steels. Who would have thought at the start of this year Jack Tinker would score 2 goals in a season? And well, what a goal it was. It was proper goal poacher from the left back. And the Steels now lead here at Leek through Jack Tinker. Ball forward here from Leek as they get the game underway. Ball out forward, it's just going to go all the way back to Townsend here. And the Steels here, leading 1-0 through Jack Tink. Only his second goal for the Steels in 180 appearances. So his first against Parkgate earlier in the season was a long-running joke with the fans of he's the longest any player has gone, any outfield player for the Steels had gone without scoring a goal. Finally got it against Parkgate, and now he's got another here on Boxing Day as Bradshaw's penalised for the high foot. The ball down on the left for Hurst, ball in towards the far post. Powerful header, hits the bar! Tom Kerr with a header, and now the right back is trying to get in on it for Leek. It was a great header, beat Townsend, but they didn't beat the bar. It remains strong, and now Olabi goes. There was appeals for a handball, and that has been eventually given. Leek almost back into it right away. That's an absolute alert for the Steels that you cannot fall asleep in this game. You can't ever fall asleep at this level of football. There's the ball back with Townsend. Townsend forward and over the top. And it will just go out for a goal kick in the end. Has got a goal. Blackpool are leading 1-0 against Doncaster Rovers. Tom Bloxham, the goal scorer. And Lancaster City are 1-0 up on Bamber Bridge in that quite fierce local derby. Dom Lawson has scored. As Moles won here by Curtis Turner. But he actually, I didn't say one, he's got a bit of Olabi there, and it will be a free kick. Back to Reeves. And now Shenton out to the right as Leek probably having the best period of the game after going behind here. 1-0 to the Steels. As they just slow it down. In middle to Weir, back into Shenton, now out to the right again, knocked over the top, but Tinker, the goal scorer, heads away and then cleared about O'Connor. Back away and then an awkward hospital pass, but help there from Leek by Rawson, dragging his man over and giving the free kick away. Rawson, I think because he's weren't happy and he must have said something after that foul was given, he's going to be talked to by our referee Jake Burton today.
Yeah, again, Leek have got away with that one really, because the attempted overhead kick by
So back in defence now. So 20 minutes in this game gone as Leek have the free kick in their own half. Launched forward. Headed over the top there by Heath, who is having a very good game winning the headers and getting them usually into good positions. That one in particular game, it went back down Townsend, but it's a bit of a concern for Steels is that seems to be a route that is working for Leek as they go forward. Ball forward by Townsend, headed away by Dickinson, knocked forward, Eagleton trying to win the ball, but Heath holding it well, and then Bradshaw, he stood on the ball as he won it, but still with Stocksbridge as Charlesworth knocks it forward, looking for Morris, but and away, going to Bradshaw. Bradshaw now will hold on to the ball, going down the right. Lovely little jink into the middle. Back to Turner. Now to Charlesworth. Into the middle to O'Connor. Out to the right to Bradshaw. To Charlesworth. Turner knocks it forward to Morris, who takes it out wide on the right. And he's just trying to get some space here. And back to Charlesworth though. Leek congested this part of the pitch very well. Back to Turner, and he gets his cross, well, all wrong. He curled and was a bit awkward at the end. That could have dipped in, but he ends up going out for a goal kick. 21 minutes gone. 1-0 to the Steels.
Being overrun, they're not being creative enough.
And it's back now with Olorenshaw.
Ways they can change it round, got Porter and Lee on the bench if they want to change like for like.
Ball goes forward here.
Shape the team around.
And then headed away as Rawson tries to hold it on and go past his man. He goes down as he does so, but won't get a free kick for that. It'll be a throwing for Leek instead. Ball back forward here to Hurst on the left as Charlesworth is trying to measure it. Hurst will cut into the middle, back into the central midfield where Reeves has stepped up as he gets the ball back now and They're looking to slowly build in the league, as they have had more of the ball since Steelers have gone 1-0 up. And yeah, Tinker just had the ball away, and Leek are the first to react. O'Connor were a bit slow to it. Bradshaw just launched a press, but went able to get close to the ball before it was passed away. Over now to Hayward. Good first time pass. See it to Weir. Guts it past Charlesworth, but it's going to go past the line as well. Stocksbridge will get the throw in.
Yeah, there's no ball through for Olabi or Heath to actually nurse as well, if you like, but for them to run onto or give them a chance to battle for.
So back with Charlesworth now.
Weir has got a good pass on it.
Ball forward, and Rawson trying to get the touch. Tries to get the volley over the dance, looking for Smythe. At the second attempt, tried it again, it went back to him, but both times Leek able to stop it. And now Turner's lost that physical battle. Out here to Hurst, now into Heath, who managed to keep it under some pressure from Bradshaw. Switched out to the right to Shentoon, chests it out to Curl, looping touch, that gets him some space on the right, puts the cross in. Casper Williams, awkward header away. Hey, Turner's trying to get the touch here, and Turner's going to carry it away in the end. Really calm possession work there from Curtis Turner, and Rawson went able to hold the ball up, and it's going to be back with Oller and Shaw. So Leek are improving as this game goes on, a concern for the Steels. As there is a Christmas miracle at Hillsborough, Svante Ingelsson has put Sheffield Wednesday 1-0 up against Hull City. That's the ball back with Edwards, who will get it forward. Tinker heads it away. Rawson again will chest it down to the left, kept in by Smythe, who knocks it forward. He's looking for the run of Morris, and Morris has got the pace to beat Dickinson, but Ollinshaw helps out, clears the ball, and hits the top of the stand. I was just watching to see if that would hit one of the houses behind the stand opposite to us. So back with Tinker. Back with Tinker now for this throw-in. Launch it forward, looking for Rawson, but header away, Edwards. Out to Shenton, and he hacks it into the middle, and that allows Smythe to win the ball. Smythe back out here to Tinker. In the middle to Smythe, ball forward here to Morris. Back to Bradshaw, who again, he's been the danger man for the Steels. Back to Charles though, he can't get any further forward. Bradshaw into the middle to Smythe, who's dropped into the centre midfield at the moment. Charles back to Townsend. Townsend weren't quite expecting that. He just has to head away. He gets a late clattering from Olabi there. I think he's going to be given as a free kick here. And Townsend remains down. It was a proper collision between the forward and the goalkeeper. And now we're wondering, well, we're going to need to see the physios here. Liv Phillips is out now. Commits a treatment to Ben Townsend, and we wait to see if Leek are going to bring their own physio, because Olabi doesn't look too much better. My only thought is, well, I'll be just staying down, because otherwise he might end up with a booking. Could be what the hope is that Townsend will just be winded. So we're just going to get some team talks here for the team. Stockbridge have come down to have a few drinks here as we have this enforced break. So we have this break now. Well, let's go through the scorelines for you elsewhere. Actually, Mansfield Town have just got one back against Barnsley. Reid has scored from the spot. 2-1 at Oakwell. So Olabi has got back to his feet. And he might end up with a booking for this. One of those, I think it was after the kick had gone. I think so. Hopefully he'll be too surprised. And he's not going to get a booking for this one.
Too many games.
27 minutes gone in this game, and it's 1-0 to the Steels.
They can now play the sort of waiting game, if you like. They can play a game where they can manage the time.
As Jack Tinker is the man with the only goal in this one.
From their own goal.
Ball forward from Townsend. They're trying to turn this into some sort of attack. Headed out to the left. Smythe brings it down. Right foot ball into the middle. Morris is well offside, even if he got a touch onto that. And it's going to actually give us advantage here for Leek, who, as Owen Runshaw was able to catch that. Olabi has it on the left here. He's in a bit of a battle. Charles was on that battle. Return it to Townsend. Bit of a hospital pass. It had a hell of a spin on it, as if it was on a cricket field in Australia. And now Morris has got the ball for the Steels. Back to Charlesworth. Looking for Rawson on the right. He's getting held here by Hayward. Rawson lays it off for O'Connor. Back to Rawson. His touch trying to take him beyond his man here too, but well covered and out for a throw in for the Steels.
Well, we've had something like 30, well, just over 30, just over 28 minutes, but really, Leek haven't looked apart from the head of
back here with Charlesworth.
Haven't looked as though they're going to get this goal back.
And the Steels can get a second from this attack as it's to Morris. Back to Charlesworth. Blocked off where he wants to go, and Bradshaw with a bit of tricky footwork, and then he's just sandwiched between two players, and they're able to clear. Iggulden will just watch this ball go past him, and back to Townsend. He's not been happy with some of the passes going to him, but that one's right to him, and he will get it out, left-footed, looking for Rawson, but head away if we can get to him. Turner will gather up the scraps, though. Lays it out to Charlesworth. Knocks forward. Looking for Rawson. Rawson got a foot onto that, but, well, Dickinson went down there, and I don't think there was much contact, if any at all, if I'm being totally honest. Rawson definitely doesn't think he got a touch on him. So back with Oller and Shaw. Bamber Bridge have equalised against Lancaster. Nathaniel Knight Percival, the goal scorer. And Ilkeston, 1-0 from Rushall. Robbie Fox has scored the goal. Holding forward. Iggulden will head it away. Returned by Edwards. Charlesworth will get it out. Turner hooks it away. Overhead kick from him. And Rawson trying to contest it, but it's just going back here to Edwards, who clears it up towards the left. And it's Hurst on the ball, being harassed by Charlesworth. So he gets it back out to the Hayward on the left. Gets the ball forward to Olabi, but Iggulden tackles. In the end, he's knocked away. Comes off Charlesworth, and it will be a throw into Leek. Hayward throw forward, then takes a deflection into the middle where Morris wins it. Morris turns and Olabi went right in on him there. It was a fair tackle though, as Weir on the ball. Stocksbridge not able to get it out their own box, out their own half, I mean, at the moment, as it's into the middle to Reeves, who gets it out to the right. And then that's just a poor touch there from Curl. That means Stocksbridge will get the ball back from the throwing in. Right, and Leek are having a really nice period of possession.
A bit more aggressive, like Olabi. Olabi pushes the boundaries of fairness.
Tinker will launch the ball forward, looking for Rawson, who then heads it on, headed back out. Rawson again, heading it forward. Morris got a head on into the middle, and it's well cleared away in the end by Leek, but only back to Charlesworth, who takes it under control. Out to the right to Bradshaw, can't get it under control. He really wants to. He puts his arms up in admission that was down to him in the end, as it goes out for a Leek throw-in. Back out on the left for Hayward. Launch forward and headed back into defence by Heath. Rawson trying to contest, but beats into it by Hurst, and now Leek will have it comfortable in their own back three. Curl gets it forward. Chenton, nice touch there, but good sliding tackle there from Tinker, was able to prevent him going any further forward. He's out for a Leek throw-in. 31 minutes gone in this game. To the left, and then over the top though of Hurst, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. It would be ideal for the Steels to double this lead before the break. It's what's been the difference between them coming away with 3 or 1 point sometimes, is just trying to kill it off in that first half. You think how important that was in that away day at Prescott Cables. Ball forward, goes over the top of everyone, but then head back. Rawson has it back to goal. Gets it out to Bradshaw, who's going to run the defence. Slips it through here to Morris. Morris is trying to find the space. Takes a shot. It's slow, but it's saved. It was such a slow shot, it was almost like watching it in 0.5. Ollerenshaw slowed down as well with his outstretched left, was able to get the save, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Steelers though. 2 men on Morris. He's done well to get a shot off anyway. So back now Turner for this corner kick, the 4th of the game. So She'll put corner in, headed away into the middle, and Olabi gets a touch, but then robbed of the ball by Bradshaw, who's trying to get some space, trying to get back to Turner, but he loses the ball, and the counter could be on here as the ball goes forward to Olabi. Charlesworth coming in, good tackle by Charlesworth that puts it out for a throw and stops the counter attack in its tracks. But that was Olabi's danger showing there for the Steels. So he's back on the left here with Haywood. Trying to look for an option, finds it eventually, back to Haywood. But it appears that it had gone out already, but they weren't given, and Charles has got a foot on it. It appears it's gone out again, but this time it has, and it's going to be a Leek throw-in. Physicality between the players as Gainsborough taking the lead against Guiseley. Lewis Boutroyd, the scorer, as now here on the attack is Leek. Curl on the right, trying to get on his left, cross into the left, and Casper Williams gets the header and has to be claimed underneath the bar by Townsend. It was an awkward header by Williams. Morpeth had taken the lead away at Whitby, but Whitby that was through Aaron Chung, but then Whitby equalised through Donald Chimalia. Leek back on the ball here. Out to the right to Curl. Launch forward, he's looking for Olabi's run. It's a really good ball. So he might just help fall nice for Olabi. It does, and he's earned a goal kick out of it actually. So it's been judged to come off Olabi less. The fans behind the goal were not happy about that. And well, didn't thought that was going to be a corner for sure, but the Steelers have got a bit lucky on that one, I think. I'm going to hopefully that the referee had a better look at it than me. Thank God he did, because
yeah, that was about the best thing to do, really, because he ran really quite distant.
Back with Townsend. Ball forward, cleared away, and then Tinker will head it right back. He's the goal scorer, the only goal scorer in this game so far. But as Bradshaw gets it back to Charlesworth, and Charlesworth is down, and the appeals for a foul. In the end, it's going to go out for a throw, and it will be a, well, I'm not sure which one. I think it's going to be a Leek throw-in, but Charles down, and he's complaining about, there's no foul being given.
I think you're right. I think the referee wants a word. Both had eyes on the ball. Yeah, both.
And we're just waiting to see what actually is going to happen. I think trying to see who's throwing that. It's going to be a Stocksbridge throw in. Tom Charlesworth will go over to take it. And can the Steels make the most of it? Ball forward, header on, and into the middle. Morris brings it down, but he just goes behind him. He's done well to keep the ball back into the middle. Now Morris takes a shot. He's high and easily claimed by Lorinshaw. Simple enough for the goalkeeper on that occasion. Well, sorry about that music. That's actually the NPL League that was playing that music, their own video printer website. So back to Charlesworth here, who puts the ball into the middle. It's a good cross, but headed away. Smythe brings it down. He tries the shot. That's another very similar effort to Morris's, but this time over the bar. So the Steels are doing well. Again, they're having their shots on goal, but are they going to be punished for not, getting a second goal? The ball is going to go out forward here. Well, one header by Tinker goes right to Rawson, who holds it up out left to O'Connor, now to Smythe, but I think we're going to stop because there's a head injury on a Leek player on the halfway line. As much as that's frustrating for the Stocksbridge fans who wanted that to turn into a good attack, it's always right to stop for a head injury. So we just consider him. I think it might be Connor Heath down on the ground. I'm just trying to judge here. Would be a big loss. He's been, I think, one of the best players here. Yeah, and he's going to heave. He's just up on his knees now, and looks like he should be able to continue. Goes to double a few checks before he can. He's holding his head as he goes up, and he's going to actually just be walked off the pitch now for further treatment and for a few checks. As Hull City have equalised against Sheffield Wednesday, Balumi the scorer for the Tigers. As Ilkeston have gone 2-0 up. We'll get the goals for you later. As soon as we get on the NPL website, that doesn't start trying to play an advert in the middle of it. It's Jamie Walker who's put Ilkeston 2-0 up. Stocksbridge trying to get forward, but has been inserted and cleared away. Iggulden will head it out, then return out to right. Charlesworth will volley it forward. Rawson can't get to it in time. It's cleared away. Turner will win that header and out to the left to Hurst, who will continue to take it forward. Yeah, good position at the moment, Hurst. He's trying to take it on the outside, cross in, takes a deflection off Charlesworth. Townsend comes out to claim that. The deflection ended up helping Townsend in the end. 38 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels. Ball going forward here. Head away by Hayward. We'll go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in right in front of us here in the F-Ball Community Stadium. Charles will play throw. Steels will like to use this last 10 minutes of this half to try and get a goal. So corner back to Charlesworth. Knocks it forward, looking for Rawson, but cleared away. Turner will try to head it back into the fray, but stepping into it well was Edwards, and he gets it out to Heath, who's back on the pitch. Volleys out here to Shenton. Shenton has to turn his way back to goal and back into midfield to Reeves. Reeves gets it out to the left to Hurst. Hurst is going to run at Charlesworth now. He's taking it on the outside, continuing on the outside. Left the ball into the middle. It's a good cross. Olabi heads it into the 6-yard area. It's still in the 6-yard area. Iggulden goes down. There's no free kick given. And eventually there is a free kick given, as that Leek probably caused the most danger there to the Stocksbridge goal they have all game. And in the end, though, Iggulden goes down and it is a free kick for the Steels. Townsend looking for a clean sheet here. Launching it out to Morris, who takes a touch, but then well robbed by Hayward. Back to Olorenshaw, who clears it upfield. Charlesworth, he's going to have Olabi in his back in a second, and Olabi almost got onto that as it goes back to Townsend. Townsend will get it forward. He's looking for Rawson, headed on and right beyond everyone, and then in the end back it goes to the goalkeeper. Back in defence now as Leek once again build. Launch forward. And then right out of play for a throw-in. So Stocksbridge will get the ball back again. As we cross over to the 14-minute mark. Morpeth back ahead against Whitby. Joel Hulvey, the scorer. Ball launched forward. Rawson tries to hit it into the middle, but Smythe can't get to it. This is what they're doing quite well. As Rawson came in attacking, it will be a throw-in to Leek. As well goes out for another Leek throw-in. Backhand still left. In defence and cleared out by Rees, who is trying to get to the right hand side, and he does find Edwards, who goes to the far right of that pitch into the midfield to Shenton. He's been forced back there by the press of Connor Smythe, and now he passes it out now back into the middle to Carl Dickinson, who switches it out to Ollie Hayward into the defence. As now it's Dickinson who looks to switch it. Brought down well on the right. Mill to Shenton again. Now Reeves tries to get it back out to the right. Brought down by Curl, who's This is steady and sure by Leek as they look to build towards an attack and a goal. But then Curl just stumbles over it, and that Tinker gets tackled. Now Rawson tries to get it out to O'Connor for a counter, but well cut out by Billy Reeves. And cleared away by Olorenshaw in the end. Headed away by Eagledon and back out of defence. Leek having a lot of possession at the moment, but they're not getting it into the dangerous areas too much, so Stocksbridge won't be too disheartened by that. As it's the diagonal ball here to Curl, who's been left unmarked on the right, and he brings it down, and he tries to put the cross in, blocked by Tinker, throwing for Leek.
Yeah, Curl's the outlet, but he's got to use the ball, hasn't he?
So Curl thrown into the middle, back to Curl, who takes the touch out of the middle. No one's there for it. And now Morris will look to turn this into a counter-attack. Morris is charging forward. He's got some runners to the left. He's going to try and find Bradshaw on his left. Appeals his offside, and that flag is up. Really frustrating to see the counter-attack end like that with Bradshaw. And I think he is about half a yard off. I think it's the right call by the linesman closest to our side here. Really frustrating because it's such a great counter-attack initially by James Morris. Though obviously James Morris should have probably seen he was offside as well. 43.5 minutes gone in this half. As the ball goes forward, headed away, but then back in Leek possession. Not for them blocks. Feels like it was up handball, but Stocksbridge just through clear and they clear it into this no man's land. Leek will be the first onto it. It's deep in their own half. Back with Dixon, who's a bit frustrated there. He's not got the options he wanted, but he does find someone now in the midfield. Now Shenton takes it, moves it onto his left, and then gets it out to Haywood, who will carry it forward, then back into defence. Here comes Dickinson trying to switch it to the far side. Head away by Tinker, picked up by Shenton. Now Edwards, and then back it goes to Olorenshaw. The Steels shutting this game down pretty well, because even though it's been all Leek in this last 5 minutes, they've not really done anything too cutting edge. Ball forward to Heath, and there's a stumble in the box. Appeals for a penalty as Tinker and Heath came together. It's going to be a goal kick. It's one of those where we actually saw something very similar at the very beginning of the game, with Morris was quite smartly pushed out the way with his back. I think that was quite similar there as well.
Yeah, on the replay, long ball through, and I think actually, Heath, if you look at it carefully,
will be the goal kick now for Townsend after the penalty appeal from Leek. Another day though, that could have been a penalty. So back now with Townsend, who will get the ball forward. Headed into midfield. Good touch by Turner. Takes him into space. Going to be almost 50-50, but Leek were able to get to it first. As now Heath is going to try and turn this into attack as it goes into the right corner flag here. Does well keeping it in. He goes out to play, and it's going to be a goal kick. Heath taking the last touch. Steel's just getting the look on those sort of moments.
But he and O'Walabi have, off the ball to put themselves about.
So back with Townsend now as Stocksbridge are just trying to make this a quiet one, as we are, well, just been given the added time. I believe it was 2 minutes added time. We're about a minute into it already. Townsend getting the ball forward, headed into midfield, but Turner will get it. Turner first time looking for Morris, but well out by Olorenshaw, who just clears that one away and off the pitch. And now it's throwing for Stocksbridge. As Charlesworth will now get the ball forward. Looking for Morris. Headed into the middle. Rawson tries to get a touch. Smythe bringing it down. Getting it back to Rawson. His touch takes him out to the right. Well in by Hurst. It goes high into the air. Turner just shields his man, and then we'll try and get it down the right. Looking for Bradshaw. Bradshaw there comes right into Haywood, and it will be a free kick for Leek. And that may well be that for the first half. You know, it won't be close to it because you can hear the gates being opened for the tunnel. Bamber Bridge are now ahead against Lancaster City Ollie Malloy, the goal scorer. So back now with the goalkeeper Laurenshaw. I suspect this will be it for the first half. Ball goes on. It's a really poor kick by Laurenshaw. I don't even know where that went out. That just went straight out of the pitch. You might as well have just booted it right out of the ground from where it was. It's going to be even right inside Stocksbridge's half, so it's not. And now he'll launch the ball forward, looking for Rawson. Headed on. Morris picks it up. Can he find Smythe to the left? He said he nicks it out to Rawson. Remains on side, puts it in the middle. Blocked, corner kick. So we're beyond the other time, and the Steels will have a corner kick to finish it off. Wonder if it would be better to go to Smythe, who was in the middle of the box. I did wonder if Rawson was offside then for a second as well, but he didn't judge otherwise. Now Turner can they get a goal before the break? Can they ruin a Leek Christmas? Here comes the corner to the far post, headed away, but will go to the edge of the area, and that's going to be called for half time before Bradshaw can get to it. Bradshaw's even going to take a shot that goes wide with the keeper going away. It's 1-0 to the Steels here. The goal coming from Jack Tinker, of all people. Just his second goal for the club. He turned poacher after Luke Rawson's shot was initially saved, and he fell right into Tinker, who rushed first onto the ball. It is now 1-0 to the Steels, who've been the better team for most of this game, though Leek have had played possession, and Leek actually complained to the referee at this point. As they head off. Jake Burton getting something in his ear there from one of the League players, but we are 1-0 to the Steels here at half time. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Welcome to the Cal Group UK Stadium as we prepare for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Gainsborough Trinity and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Hundreds of appearances in the Premier League and then the Division 1 as it was then. And the poor ball just gives it to Smythe, and Smythe is trying to go forward, going diagonally here, gets it through to Morris. Morris takes a touch, trying to get it out, takes a touch past the defender, lays it out to the left now to Deacon, just needs the ball in the box. Deacon into the middle, over Rawson's head, headed out to the edge of the area, goes to Kay, who's having to face back a goal now, out to Charles. If the passing's not really working, so he's allowing Gainsborough to get in shape as Charles will slip as his pass goes forward, and now Gainsborough could be on the counter-attack. Boutrod switching it out to Margus brings it down well, out towards Tuntul Warner, acres of space for the winger, and Tuntul Warner goes forward, facing up with Tinker, putting on the inside, great tackle from Tinker, he goes through, ball on strike, deflection, and then saved by Townsend. It was Margus, an improvised strike from the striker. Ball thrown in the middle, it's a really good throw. Here. And now it's laid out to the left to Boutrod. Back into the middle, it was looking for Warner, but cleared away. Charles is tackled as he tries to clear. And now it's back with Boutrod, boiling to the middle, brought down by Margus. He's looking for the space shot, takes a shot, curls well wide in the end. But then headed right back, Mulhern heads it on. He wins a lot of headers, this Frank Mulhern. Out to the right, and well won by Charles. If Morris flips it back into the middle, but then it's just Johnson again. It's just staying in the air and then knocked forward, and here comes Gainsborough looking for a counter. Marks looking for Tuntul Warner, and it's actually not Tuntul Warner. Now it's Tuntul Warner who's on the ball, and he's going to go back. Oh, that's past Townsend. Great save by the keeper. It was actually Cameron Simpson there on the right.
He will.
The honestness we go at these as it goes to the far post, headed away by Iggleton. It's Boutrod who's got it on the far right side. Back it will go for Simpson. He puts the ball into the box, and it's Owen who gets the header. Charles is trying to get to it first, but it will be Jackson who puts another ball in, and it's headed towards goal, but Townsend will collect that.
Winning 2-0 at Ilkeston, and Prescott.
So there's a goal. We've seen a goal at Prescott. They have taken the lead against Guiseley. Tony Donaldson has scored for the Liverpool Day side. We face Guiseley on New Year's Day. Ball goes into the middle. Punch away by Robson. Falls to Smythe, who's going to try and lob the keeper from distance. It didn't fall down for him to hit a cleaner volley. And you may have heard a sarcastic cheer, which tells you everything that happened with that shot. It goes over the bar. bounces. It's going to go back to Robson now in the Gainsborough goal. Right foot, ball forward. Kane's going to look to win that, and he does win that. He's got Tuntalwana in his back as he lays it off to Smythe, and Smythe and Kay have tackled each other. And now Tuntalwana goes forward, gets past one man now. Great little pass from Halliwell out to the right. Forward now to Halliwell. Townsend's that chance. Great save by Townsend, and he gathers it up on the second. Shaky near midfield, and then it's switched over to Simpson. Not forward, looking to Mulhern. Great hold-up player, Mulhern. As he gets it back to Simpson. Tackle goes in, but he will keep the ball. Back to Halliwell. He's on a booking Halliwell. Now it's over now to the left with Jackson. Ball into the middle, and Simpson with a header, and then it's awkward. It's in the box. Mulhern with a strike cleared and blocked. Tinker's still in the area, his own area. He goes backwards before clearing out for a throw-in to Robson.
Ball goes back with David Robson.
Taking his time, then gets it out towards the right, looking for Simpson. Tinker will head away. Deakin knocks it over the top. Wilson just left that one there. As it goes to Mulhern, unchallenged. Now Tuntalwana. It's a space, takes a shot left footed. Brilliantly powerful shot over the bar. Townsend. Out to the right here. A short option here. He's going to take it here as Jackson goes in. Back he comes across towards the far post. Header is well high and wide. He just got it wrong there. Then back to Robson. He's going to send it forward now, and Higgledon will win that header. And this goes over top Higgledon's head, so it's going to be Halliwell who gets it. Now out to the left, Boutroyd. You know, he's got a wicked left foot if he's able to utilise it. He's going to utilise it. Ball into the box. Finds Mulhern on the right-hand side. Delays a shot. Goes out wide. Ball tees into the far post. A crucial clearance from O'Connor. It's a corner kick to Gainsborough. But that was massively important.
He's been the one player really that's quite dangerous. And
Steele's got another corner from Gainsborough. Right footer looking right in the middle. Header there from Tuntalwana over the bar.
Do we know who came off the 17?
Smythe.
Smythe came off.
Ball forward, he goes over the top, and Tinker will clear it away, but only into Simpson. And Gainsborough will keep this pressure on here with Margaret, but then he's tackled, and Tinker's within foul, but Margaret just won the ball back. He's in the box. Back to Simpson. Simpson puts the ball in, cleared away. Back to Johnson. Johnson takes a shot. It's a busy one. Well pulled away by Townsend. Deakin trying to the ball, but Mullen gets it. Back to Simpson. Puts the cross in. So deep far post. Header is off target from Margaret, and it will be a goal kick. Foot welfare have had a man sent off. Joel Learmouth has seen them go down to 10 men. And here comes the corner towards the near post, flicked into the 6-yard area. Overhead kick cleared. Appeals for a handball and not given. Tuntalwana has got it on the edge of the area. He tries shot, it's deflected. Over the bar, corner kick. Will send the ball foot, headed away, knocked forward, and goes to Williams, who knocks out left to Boutroyd. One touch passing, trying to find it way for Stocksbridge, but Gainsborough win it back. On the right now with Simpson, into the middle, go to Williams, trying to turn, and next move, outside, back to Williams, takes a shot, blocks, and it will go out for another corner. Back out the right, so trying to get it forward, and
now back on the
great
line with the visitors.
Trying to get forward, but struggling to get it across halfway line. But Freud, Scott will do. Redslack has it. He's going to try and switch the ball here. And he does find Rawson. He has to go back to get it. Tinker's a run on his left. Ball out to left to Tinker. Tinker here, taking the shot. Well saved. So now Turner will take this free kick. Knocked to the far side of the box. Oh, and heads it into the middle, but it doesn't get enough direction on it. Goes out for a goal kick. So you can see what the idea was. O'Connor's going to take it. Takes it. Well saved by Robson.
Good effort by Alex O'Connor.
Keeps it on target. He's actually the save ended up behind the pillar to our left. Nice little fake attack. Tinker's going to go for the long throw here. Ball launched into the box, headed away though, and then Mulhern gets the second header away. Headed out to the left again to Tinker, who brings it down, right for the ball, into the box. Eagleton's going to charge it, gets the header on target, saved by Robson. Throw in here, we'll end up sending it back to Townsend. He's going to allow it to go back to him before kicking it first time. Rawson's looking to get it, goes over his top, just away in it. Comes down to Grace Lack on the left, ball back into the middle. O'Connor's drop line, drives it. What a goal! What a brilliant goal by Alex O'Connor! He hits it first time, drills it bottom corner. It's 1-1 here, and you're not going to see many better than that.
From visiting teams, but Alex O'Connor.
Marshall's back defending, but it's playing by chance. Appeals that he was out of his area, but the referee does not agree. Turning it forward, looking for Wilkinson. Headed out to the right, but as it's returned to Wilkinson, goes out to Rawson, takes it down, takes a shot, takes a deflection, just wide! Thought it was a deflection, it's going to be given as a goal kick.
He's on the halfway line.
They just need to defend this, and the point is here, ours. Oh, it's a good looking ball to the far side. Headed out to the middle, volleyed up into the air. Stocksbridge will head it out of the box, cleared away by Bradshaw, and that is that. It's a draw that will feel like a win for the Steels, because they were 1-0 down thanks to that goal from Tisha Tuntawana. Welcome to the Cal Group UK Stadium as we prepare for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Gainsborough Trinity and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm the commentator Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Hundreds of appearances in the Premier League and then the Division 1 as it was then. And the poor ball just gives it to Smythe, and Smythe is trying to go forward, going diagonal here, gets it through to Morris. Morris takes a touch, trying to get it out, takes a touch past the defender, lays it out to the left now to Deacon, just needs the ball in the box. Deacon into the middle over Rawson's head, headed out to the edge of the area, goes to Kay, who's having to face back a goal now, out to Charles. The pass is not really working, so he's allowing Gainsborough to get in shape as Charles will slip as his pass goes forward, and now Gainsborough could be on the counter attack. Boutrod switching it out to Margaret. Brings it down well, out towards Tuntawana, acres of space for the winger, and Tuntawana goes forward, facing up with Tinker, putting on the inside, great tackle from Tinker, he goes forward, ball on strike, deflection, and then saved by Townsend. It was Margaret, an improvised strike from the striker. Ball thrown in the middle, it's a really good throw here. And now it's laid out to left to Boutrod, back into the middle, it was looking for Tuntawana, but cleared away. Charles is tackled as he tries to clear, and now it's back to Boutrod, boiling to the middle, brought down by Margus. He's looking for the space shot, takes a shot, curls well wide in the end. But then headed right back, Mulhern heads it on. He wins a lot of headers, this Frank Mulhern. Out to the right, and well won by Charles. Morris flips it back into the middle, but then it's just Johnson again. It's just staying in the air and then knocked forward, and here comes Gainsborough looking for a counter-attack. Mark's looking for Tuntawana, and it's actually not Tuntawana. Now it's Tuntawana who's on the ball, and he's going to go back. Ball just past Townsend. Great save by the keeper. It was actually Cameron Simpson there on the right.
He will.
As we go at these, as it goes to the far post, headed away by Eagleton. It's Boutrod who's got it on the far right side. Back it will go for Simpson. He puts the ball into the box, and it's Owen who gets the header. Charles is trying to get to it first, but it will be Jackson who puts another ball in, and it's headed towards goal, but Townsend will collect that. Forward now.
Winning 2-0 at Ilkeston, and Prescott.
So there's a goal. We've seen a goal at Prescott. They have taken the lead against Guiseley. Tony Donaldson has scored for the Liverpool Day side. We face Guiseley on New Year's Day. Ball goes into the middle. Punch away by Robson. Falls to Smythe, who's going to try and lob the keeper from distance. It didn't fall down for him to hit a cleaner volley. And you may have heard a sarcastic cheer, which tells you everything that happened with that shot. It goes over the bar. It's going to go back to Robson now in the Gainsborough goal. Right foot, ball forward. Kay's going to look to win that, and he does win that. He's got Tuntawana in his back as he lays it off to Smythe, and Smythe and Kay have tackled each other. And now Tuntelwana goes forward, gets past one man now. Great little pass from Hillywell out to the right. Forward now to Hillywell. Townsend's that challenge. Great save by Townsend, and he gathers it up on the second. Shaky there midfield, and then it's switched over to Simpson. Not forward, looking, gets to Mulhern. Great hold up play at Mulhern, as he gets it back to Simpson. Tackle goes in, but he will keep the ball. Back to Hillywell, he's on a booking Hillywell. Now it's over now to the left with Jackson. Ball into the middle, and Simpson with a header, and then it's awkward. It's in the box. Mulhern with a strike cleared and blocked. Tinker's still in the area, his own area. He goes back. Hello and welcome back to the F-Ball Community Stadium, where Leek Town take on Stocksbridge Park Steelers. It's live commentary from myself, Adam Allcroft, and sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. You may have just heard the game has quickly got back underway here, with Leek immediately again on the attack. So we'll go through the team shortly, as the Steelers are 1-0 up thanks to Acting a stride, but Leek are right going at it through Alex Hurst at the moment. They're in the corner flag. So we'll just continue with this before we read out the teams for this half. Ball in and head out by Eagledon strongly. Wilson trying to challenge it for it, but he's nowhere near it in the end. And now it's with Leek again. The attack will continue. Smart got a foot in. It's a throw in to Leek, and they quickly take it. They're coming out with plenty of fire and brimstone in this half, as Curl will have it in the middle to Reed, but well robbed by O'Connor, and then Turner will clear it forward. Wilson blocked from getting to it. Leek have the ball back. So let's go through the Leek sign up for you. It's Josh Ollerinshaw in goal, Thomas Curl, Ollie Hayward, Paul Dickinson, Liam Edwards, Billy Reeves, Alex Hurst, Oliver Shenton, Connor Smith, Tunda Owalabi, and Lucas Weir. The benches: Liam Buckley, Adam Porter, Callum Lee, Hayden Campbell, and Julius Nadene. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charles, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Casper Williams, Paul Eagledon, Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Norris, and Connor Smythe. The bench is Thomas Poole, Sam Kay, Danny Deakin, Alf Wilson, and Tommy Marshall. Ball goes forward here, headed on, and it's Bradshaw trying to play defence here. And he's already committed a few fouls, and he's done another there by pulling on the arm of Connor Heath. And I suspect Bradshaw might well soon be in the box just for persistent fouling. He's on here as Ilkeston are already freeing up on Rushall. Matt Thornhill has scored. And now they're trying to attack here. Leek back to Shenton. Ball into the middle. Look for Heath. Heath gets a touch. Pulls him out to the left here. Heath takes a shot. Great save Townsend. He spills it, but it goes out for a corner. Leek is certainly playing better in this half. It was an awkward save from Townsend, but he did enough to keep it out.
Heath made his space for himself, tried to hit an angle across the keeper. It maybe this was a good save, but it's a save.
So back out on the corner flag.
It went over the line for a corner. So weird to take the corner.
Near the corner for Leek, and the Leek fans behind that goal are sprung into some noise now. It's a short corner, cross into the middle, headed away over by Turner to the edge of the area. To Shenton, it takes shot, it's in! Leek have equalised! And now Leek have it been rewarded for having such a strong start to this second half with the equaliser. A powerful effort from Shenton. Leek, well, they knew how to start this second half and they've took the reward for it. 1-1 here. Really, really frustrated the Steels, who've just not come out yet in the second half. Leek were out a few minutes earlier, and it looks like that method has worked better than staying in like Stocksbridge had. And Stocksbridge immediately got the ball and then just hooked it out for a throw-in to Leek, and the Steels, who were so good in the first half, have been punished here for not taking a second in that first when they had the chances to do so. Off it goes past Tinker, but knocked away by Williams. Took a bit of a deflection off him through, but I don't think anything that affected where it was going. Just turning it out. O'Connor tries to get forward. Comes off the header. Curl smacks off his nose. Who is in some pain right in front of us here. Not a nice one to get, especially in cold weather. Stings even more. So. So he's back up now, Tom Curl, as well back with Tinker, who did drag. If Stocksbridge had kept the lead, it would have dragged Leek right into just 2 points above Stocksbridge they would be, and only using goal difference to stay out of it above Rushaw. So the Steels need to get back on the front foot in this one. Tinker launching the ball forward, headed into middle. O'Connor knocks it forward, goes to Morris, who gets back to Smythe. Smythe touch takes him to the left. It's a bit shaky, but in the end, Ollie Hayward able to get it back. But then O'Connor's won the ball back. O'Connor cross high, lofted, and poor behind the goal. Well, that is a shame. Hayward did just enough to stop Smythe from being able to burst in there and potentially set up or score the goal that puts Stocksbridge back ahead. Hallam have taken the lead in their away trip to Blythetown. Benny Nudlavu, the scorer. And Warrington Town are heading the Warrington Derby. Joe Rodwell Grant scored. That is away from home at Rylands. That's Smythe on the ball now. Being forced back, and then Turner will get it forward, headed away into the middle, then returned by Charlesworth. Rawson trying to get it out to the right, and it is going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw. It's Kansas Steels who've responded well since going back level. Rawson back out to the right to Charlesworth, trying to find Bradshaw. Instead we'll go for Morris, who's in the box, corner box. Late for Bradshaw. Bradshaw's looking for space. Hits it with his left. It's well hit. Just wide from Alfie Bradshaw. Really good work from the Nottingham Forest loanee. Well hit effort. Oliver Renshaw was at full stretch. He wasn't getting close to it, but unfortunately he went past that far post as well. And now it looks like Hayden Campbell is going to make his appearance, and he's going to replace Tunda Oelabi, who was actually probably the most lively player for Leek in the first half. So that's our first substitute of the game for Leek. It's Hayden Campbell coming on for Tunda Oelabi. So as things stand, Stocksbridge are just the ball goes forward. Here come Hyde could take the lead here. Leek could take the lead, but in the end Stocksbridge have blocked it off. Back to Curl, ball into the middle. Turner blocks it and clears it. Smythe will try to knock it into the field, but Leek back forward. This is a this off. Alex Hurst trying to get on the outside of Tinker. Cross towards the far post. It jips nicely. Headed back into the middle. Then headed away by Stocksbridge. Turner gets under feet, but he hasn't played it. Trip! Penalty kick! No! It's not, it's a free kick Stocksbridge. I think the Steels have got away with a bit of one there. As Weir goes down, he's been penalised for simulation, which should be in a booking, but to be honest, I think the Steels have got away with that. And it is a yellow card for Lucas Weir, the first yellow of the game. Interesting kick. We have TV here today who have replays, and I am interested to know if that actually I call it wrong initially.
We got the ball and different see defender.
Ball back with Townsend now. A let off for the Steels. Ball forward, looking for Morris. Tries to head on. Will fall nicely for Bradshaw, but he's robbed the ball before he can get control of it. Cleared away. Charlesworth will chase. He's got Heath coming around him. Charlesworth will take it around and he will send it down the channel. Rawson will try to head it out, but he will only head it out of play for a throw.
Well, I think you're right, and Leek has certainly started far better.
So Leek throwing it into the middle to Campbell, the substitute that's come on. Back out to left, pass forward here to Weir. Ball forward and being held up here up front by Heath, who's forced backwards, back to Campbell. Tries to pass forward and appeals for an offside, and that offside has been given. Steels need to respond now if they want to get the 3 points on Boxing Day, as they haven't done for a while now. Last year our Boxing Day game was called off due to fog. After being 1-0 down after 5 minutes, it was called off because the fog just meant you couldn't see a single thing over in Emily. We lost 2-1 after being ahead against Pontefract 2 years ago in 2023. It was 2022, the 3-2 win against Pontefract Colliery was the last time the Steels won on Boxing Day. Charles gets it forward. Morrison stopping them. Surprised he stopped because he might have been onto it if he had not done so. As the ball's forward here. Keep possession, Campbell. Out to the left. And here is Leek coming forward. Cross here towards the far post, towards Shenton. Great save, Townsend, and he makes a great second one, spilled and cleared. Townsend, a brilliant double save from the goalkeeper. He's done it last week, he's done it again today. And now a counter-attack. Smythe trying to get down the right-hand side, but he's been blocked off by Edwards, who will get it back to the keeper. Shenton is becoming a real problem for the Steelers' defence. After being pretty invisible in the first half, he's turning very dangerous in the second. Ball launched forward now, and he's going to go back to Dickinson, and then cleared away by Leek, and all the way forward, headed back in the field. Turner will bring it down, and he's got some pressure in his back, so he will return it back to Townsend, who will clear away. He's not been clean with his hands, but he's been able to keep it out of his net for the most part, other than that blockbuster of a goal from Shenton. So ball out to the right, and it's another good pass down the right here. Shenton again, moving it onto his left foot, cross into the box, looking for Heath. It's over Heath's head. Charlesworth will get it out, and then, but it's been won back, but then won back by Stocksbridge. Bradshaw, who gets it away for Morris, and you feel like the Steels might need to make a change to get back hold of this match, or else it really could go astray in this second half. Ball forward by Charlesworth, brought down well into defence. On the right with Curl, and back again into defence here with Edwards. Ball forward here to Dickinson, and then back to Edwards. Back it goes to Olorenshaw. Certainly the team talk has gone in Leek's favour in the half-time break. Ball forward. Williams, awkward ball. It comes off his knee, Williams, and he's going to go out for a throw-in. Back with Curl now for the throw. And forward, then back to Shenton. He's the man who's having to watch. Forward, clip ball into box, looking for Heath. He gets it first time and wide. It should be 2-1 there. It's a great ball for Heath, but he doesn't get it right, and it goes wide of the near post to Townsend. Stocksbridge are making a substitute. Connor Smythe is coming off. He's to be replaced by Tommy Marshall. Very interesting change. The more defensive Connor Smythe is heading off as a winger, and he's been replaced by the more all-out Tommy Marshall. So back now with challenge for the goal kickers. Tommy Marshall makes his appearance. Tommy Marshall, the man who scored that historic penalty back in May to get us into this division. Ball forward. Head up in the air by Campbell, out to the left where Hurst will hook it forward, and headed back by Eagledon, and it'll be claimed by Townsend. So 57 minutes gone in this game. It is 1-1 here, but Leek are in the ascendancy as Townsend's ball forward just goes out of play right into Leek's bench. Ball in the middle. Nice ball into the middle now to Reed. Out to Shenton. Out to Curl now, and at the end, Leek on the attack. Cutting on the inside. Curl, left footed ball into the middle. Well headed away by Iggulden. Marshall trying to contest it, but knocked away from him. Stocksbridge not winning anything in the midfield at the moment. You wonder if we're going to see Sam Danny Deacon come on in the next 5-10 minutes to try and change that. As the ball forward, intercepted by Tinker. Turner on it. Turner's ball forward is blocked by Curl. Tinker then goes in and it's a foul by Turner, and now Leek have a dangerous free kick. 25 yards out. For as good as Stocksbridge were in the first, they've been as poor in the second. And now, can the Steels hold on from a free kick here? So Lucas Weir, the man standing over alongside Hayden Campbell. As Warrington Rylands has equalised at Warrington Town. Harrison Wood has scored. So Weir, one of the men over it, along with Campbell. Could be a right or a left footer. Weir with the left, Campbell with the right. Campbell will hit it with the right, hits the wall, and it's going to go out to the right wing here. Tinker will end up just pushing off. It will be a throw-in for Leek, and he gives it quickly to Hurst. As Leek trying to pass it around, and then attack goes in. No free kick yet. Now Stocksbridge on the counter. Morris going down the left, and he gets tripped, and that will be a free kick. And Hurst, he's running away, but he's going to get a yellow card. A good break. No, it was one of those. Yeah, it was a yellow for the team there from Lucas Weir. Not for Lucas Weir, sorry, for Alex Hurst. Lucas Weir's already been given a booking. What could be a very different game had he been given a second one. So that's the second yellow game for Leek Town. Stocksbridge with a free kick, and can they finally just change the momentum in this game? Because it just feels like it's only going one way at the moment. As Danny South has played Hallam 2-0 away at Blythe Town. And Mansfield, after being 2-0 down at Barnsley, now equalised. McLachlan, the scorer. Townsend is going to take it just inside Leek's half. Right footed ball looking for the far end. Headed into the box. Iggulden will head it back out, and he was looking to get it to Rawson, but now it's cleared away. And now it's going to be an awkward bouncer to deal with as Tinker will just head it back to Townsend. Really well done there by Tinker, as Campbell's getting right in the face of Townsend there, and that's an interesting choice. Townsend goes forward, and it could have been obstruction for Hayden Campbell quite easily there if the referee was feeling particularly cruel. As Morris is on the left, back into field to Tinker. Tinker sending it over the top, looking for O'Connor, but O'Connor was offside, and it will be a free kick to Leeds. When Stockbridge are going to get the ball forward, it's just not working out for him. Sheffield Wednesday have gone back ahead against Hull City. Bailey Kadamarati had the scorer. So back now with Olorenshaw for this free kick. Sends a diagonal out to the left hand side, over the top of Iggulden, over the top of Charles as well. Hurst will pick it up. He's just been booked, but now he's got a chance to put the cross in. Back out he goes into the midfield, looking for the shot, blocked by Turner, and then Bradshaw will pick it up, and he will try to before forward. Does it took a little deflection? Yes, it has. Stocksbridge get the throw in. So back now with Charles for throw. The Steels trying to just change the momentum, which is all in Leek's favour at the moment. Gaisley have equalised against Gainsborough through Jordan Fewless. Now Charles will launch the ball forward, headed backwards here, and will now end up going all the way back to Olorenshaw, who clears it upfield, but it's not a great one, and Rawson's trying to get onto that, and he will actually just end up blocking a Leek defender and allowing that to go out for a Steel's throw-in. Ball here on the right. Can the Steels turn things back in their favour? 1-1 here. Ball back out to Charlesworth. Knocked over the top to Marshall, who looks to bring it down, looking to get a footwork, but he can't keep it in play, and the ball will go back to Leek, as every Steel's attack just seems to have wilted in this half. Throwing launch forward, headed back into the midfield, and then knocked to the left, and Curl will get the ball now, and he's going to launch it forward. These long balls work quite well so far, but Casper Williams able to head it away. Picked up by Shenton. Shenton on the ball, out to the left. Trying to get the ball forward is Alex Hurst. Cross into the middle, good near post cross, but head away by Eagledon. Will be picked up here by Reeves now, who touch takes him out to the left hand side. Into the middle, back to the left now, ball forward. And then Leek trying to get forward. He goes out of play though, and it's going to actually took a last touch off a Stocksbridge player, and it will be a throw in for the home team. A little bit surprised by that one, but it can happen. As they've just set themselves up for this throw in now, Leek. Into the middle, they're looking for a shot. Campbell lofted one into the middle, but O'Connor will head it away. Bradshaw fully gets it away. Rawson trying to turn his man and just misses out on that touch, and it's just going to go back to Curl. Curl now. Back to Shenton, back into defence. Morris trying to press, but the ball going over the top. Tinker, we can't judge that bounce there, and Heath gets the header. Out to Shenton. Back now to Curl. Out to the middle to Heath, and then he passes intercepted, but the interception only just goes back to Reeves. Leek still on the ball. Now Weir. Forward to Campbell. Some good touch passing. Heath trying to open his ball. Takes a shot. Block. Campbell wants a foul because he believes he was taken out off the ball. Curl slips it through now to Heath. Heath takes a check, takes a block and deflection. Charlesworth picks it up and he's going to take it out wide. He was under pressure there from Hurst and then just launches it out. Can Rawson do anything with it? No, it goes sailing over his head. And Edwards will pick it up. Leek will keep the pressure on. Stocksbridge just can't keep possession for any length of time at the moment. 64 minutes gone as Hayden Campbell having the ball contested, but he's able to keep holding it. Now it's out with Shenton. Shenton loft ball over the top, but Eagledon hacks it away. Back into midfield. Now over to Curl. Curl running at Bradshaw, puts a cross into the middle. Well claimed by Townsend, who's going to just land on the ball. I think he's trying to slow this down a bit here. All goals elsewhere. Chesterfield 1-0 for Notts County. Bonnis has scored for Sparrows, while Hull City TV equalised again against Sheffield Wednesday. Crooks has scored. Ball forward and headed away though and into midfield. Turner will get the header forward. He's looking for Rawson, who will get it out towards Bradshaw. Who's trying to get further on the right. Well timed tackle, and now Leek once again on it. Leek are just a completely different side in this second half. A much better side, much to our detriment. As now it's back out to Curl on the right hand side. Cross into the middle. High lofted header. Townsend's following it, goes wide. It's been a tricky one to deal with in this half for the Steels, but it is still 1-1. So back with Townsend now. Townsend launching it forward, looking for Rawson. Rawson does head it on, but he can't find Marshall. Knocked into the air by Dickinson. And Turner was contested with the bounce goal, and he does get the header onto Morris. Morris trying to turn. Back to Tinker. Tinker will trying to launch it over the top. He's looking for Marshall's peeled onto left wing. Headed away, and it's going to be Reeves who holds onto it and then cleared away. Looking now for Heath. Townsend's well out of his box. Could have claimed that potentially, Townsend, and I think he has just jammed his leg as he was getting to that, and it will be a stoppage for the injury. So we will have a break play. Casper Williams is actually holding his leg as if it's cramp. Liv Phillips, the physio, is coming on to try and help here. As I think we're going to maybe see a substitute soon for Stocksbridge. Stocksbridge don't have a goalkeeper on the bench in case Townsend can't continue. That will be the concern. And well, there isn't no teams are going over for instructions from the bench at the moment, so I think it's perfectly legitimate as well. Townsend just gets a bit of work done from. That's why we are going to see a substitute from Leek, and Julius Ndene is about to come on. Just going to see who he's replacing. We haven't seen the red number of the board just yet. It will be number Lucas Weir is the man who's coming off, and he's actually going to be Adam Porter coming on, whereas Alfie Bradshaw is also going to come off, and he's going to be replaced by Danny Deakin. So Danny Deakin, the former Orlando City midfielder, coming on for the Steels. So the game resumes with a Leek throw in, back to Kurt, it will go. We've got by O'Connor, ball down the right here for Heath. Heath in the corner flag now and trying to knock it off his man. It's going to go out and it will be a corner kick. And it was from a corner where Leek were able to equalise, as they did best off the seconds. Adam Porter taking it, the substitute for Leek. Can the Steels just hold on for this corner as we enter the end part of the 68th minute? Steels have prided themselves on set pieces for over the last few years. As the ball goes in, head away by Rawson, a good strong header away. Deakin's trying to chase onto it, but he's not first onto it. Now back to Porter. Porter crossing blocked by Rawson. Peels for handball, not giving Shenton. Puts the ball into the middle, takes an effort, and Townsend was scrambling as it went wide. Took a deflection, corner kick Leek. The Steels are just scrambling to stay alive at the moment. They need to improve desperately if they want anything out of this, never mind just to put the 3 points. The point is becoming very difficult at this rate. Another corner. High, looking for the far post. Headed back into the middle, lofted in the middle, and then Morris just about gets away, but it's very high, not far. Porter tries to head back in, but he doesn't get in back in the box. Now hooked to the edge of the box. Eagledon heads it away, but only back to Porter. First time it's up to Turner's pass was blocked, but then it just goes to Deakin, who low, trying to find Tommy Marshall, but it is intercepted. I think you could count the amount of times Stocksbridge have been in the opposition half with any sort of attacking threat on one hand at the moment, and that's with 20 minutes to go. Ball back with Renshaw, ball forward. Going to Tinker, who will head the ball away, then head back to the right, being kept in well, and then ball forward, and Tinker, great stretching and sliding tackle. Now Deakin on the ball, gets it out to Charles. He's got space to move into now as he tries to get Campbell, tries to get back into position. Charles now will hold it up, back into midfield to Turner, lofted forward, but then cleared away if I can make it to Deakin, and then got away there by Eagledon, and he does a bit of head tennis forward and down to go, but only in Leek's favour at the moment. The Stocksbridge are struggling, but then eventually Charles does enough to knock it out of play. Leek will get the throw in. It just seems like Leek are definitely going to be the ones who get a winner if anyone at the moment, but football is a topsy-turvy game at times, so who knows. Ball forward. Heath looking to hold the ball up in the corner flag. Out to the left here is Leek looking to get the ball in the box. Back for the ball into the box, over the top of everyone, and a man not gambling on the end was Shenton. If he had, maybe it would be 2-1 and he'd have his second of the game. Goal kick for the Steels. So the ball will be back now with Townsend.
Yeah, it's changed shape. Shenton's been pushed a little bit further forward, a bit more central.
So back now with Townsend for the goal kick as the Steels struggling really to stay in this match at the moment. Launched forward, looking for Rawson, who headed it on but then cleared away. And it's past Williams' edge, but only gives it right back to Leek now. And now Leek are on the attack. Campbell gets through Williams. Well, standing tackle by Eagledon stops it, but Leek will keep this attack going for now. Out on the right here for Curl. And he goes down under the challenge. It's going to be a free kick. Deakin with the foul. And it's a dangerous set piece here. Almost a corner kick. So Stocksbridge are just struggling to do anything with this Leek attack at the moment. Porter will take this free kick. You don't know what John could do on that bench to try and change things. You got Senpei, Thomas Poole. I wonder if Thomas Poole's experience could be the important factor if he was to come on. Well, that's why Dan Leek's come, but he's not really. Well, he's paying attention did a negative effect if his free kick ends up being a goal. So it's going to be a leftward ball by Shenton. Look at the far post, headed up into the air. Trying awkward bouncing one. Stockbridge just about get it out, and then Charles volleys it away. Marshall's going to try and see if he can hold on to this one. It bounces beyond him. He is trying his best to cause a problem here, and he has done quite well there before it stepped in well by Porter. And now there's a break here through Hurst on the left. Crossing opportunity now on the left wing here for Leek. It's been slowed down well. Looks left foot blocked by Charles if they want the goal kick, and it is going to be a goal kick. Came off Porter last. 73 minutes gone. Seals, even when it looks like it's going well for the Seals, even when it looks like they get that stroke, look, we took good touch. Seems like Leek are able to respond just as quickly and get it into an attack of their own. Back again here with Townsend. Launching it forward, he's getting jeered by the fans behind him. But he gives it right back to Leek, who volley it forward. There's an awkward handball there, and it is going to be given as a free kick. Eagledon with the handball, and again it's just set piece after set piece that Stockbridge are trying to defend.
Again, it's a good position to put the ball over. He won't even try and decide which person's going to take it every time.
So it's going to be a free kick up here on the left hand side of the box. Not far outside that box either. It's potential crossing or shooting opportunity. As the away team tried to cling on here. Chesterfield 2-0 against Notts County. Roos in goal as double the lead for the Spyrites. So can the Steels defend this set piece?
Well, I was being polite. Very polite.
A tricky one to deal with from this sort of range. Hitting Campbell, one of the people on it, so is Porter. Actually, no, Porter's moving to the middle now, so. Looks like it's going to be Campbell. You say there's too many very similar positions today. Can we able to identify the other? Bishop. Hurst is going to take it, lofted and over the bar. So back now with Townsend. Steels just trying to survive at this point. 15 minutes to go in this game. Launching it long, Townsend. Can Stockbridge keep it in the opposition half for a bit? Comes off the back of Morris. Marshall trying to get to it, but first again was Haywood who clears it away. Just feels like they're quicker to everything at the moment, Leek. As the ball is now with Reeves. He's been forced backwards by Deakin. Then all the way back to Haywood. Marshall will press as he sends it long. Trying to contest it, headed away into midfield. Stockbridge will keep the ball. Charleser into the middle. Turner will get back to Townsend, and that's frustrating part. They've had to go back to the keeper here who launched it long. Rawson will try and win it, but he gets it back into O'Connor, who lofts it over the top. Marshall will try to get to it first. Oliver Renshaw picks up on the end of his box, the edge of his box. Very, very close, that one. I think that's probably the first thing we've seen. Time we've seen Oliver Renshaw with the ball in his arms. As the ball will go along to the right hand side, headed inwards by Curl. Then knocked on, looking for Curl for 1-2, but Tinker cover and Tinker go down under Curl's challenge, and it's a free kick for the Steels. Good work there from Leek, but Tinker had it covered and was able to get. Well, it was one of those areas allowed him to come in, someone to come in the back of him and get a foul his way. So back with Townsend for the free kickers. Stockbridge want to try and get hold of this game. They've not really been in it for the entirety of the second half. They're lucky to have only conceded once, and it is 1-1. 77 minutes gone. Townsend launching it forward. Goes over the top of everyone and then headed away at the edge of the area. Stockbridge trying to see if they can pen them in, but then Shenton does a good job clearing it away. And then, well, Casper Williams is having his shirt pulled down, and then Tinker just can't connect with the clearance, and it will go out for a throw-in. It is just inside the Steel's half. From middle, and Tinker intercepts, and O'Connor will be able to clear it. Rawson tries to look it out. He goes down under a challenge, and he is going to get a free kick for the connection on his ankle by Dickinson. Ilkeston, who've been in poor form, having a great day. They're 4-0 upon Rushall. Levan Brandy, the latest scorer. Concerning for Rawson, who has had ankle issues over his years of playing football, but he is now stretching and getting back up. Can Stocksbridge make something from the set piece? Danny Deacon, the set piece specialist, is on this free kick that is just inside the Leek half. We know how good Deacon's delivery can be. And he's going to take it to the far side of the box, but it's easily headed away. But then Charles will head it back in the box. Rawson chests it down. Volley blocked at the crucial moment, and it was Iggulden with the volley, but Stocksbridge have won it back. Cross in by Charlesworth. It goes into the 6-yard area. Rawson's trying to bring it down. It's an absolute chaos in that box. Knocked out to the left. Fall here for Morris. Morris curls it. Great save on Lorenzo. He put it onto the post, and then it's cleared. It's a big chance for the Steels. Morris curl looks set for the bottom corner, but what a save it is. Town goalkeeper. The one chance that could have put Stocksbridge back ahead. A brilliant save by Lorenzo, who's touched it onto the post. So we continue. Stocksbridge trying to keep this pressure on, but they lose the ball from that throw in and trying to pen Leek in. And Marshall doing great keeping them penned in. But then, as I say that, the commentator's curse applies and the free kick is given for a foul from Marshall. Gainsborough gone 2-1 up on Gainsborough after initially being behind. Jordan Fulis has scored a second. 79.5 minutes gone.
They've been out of it completely the second half of Stocksbridge. And that foul gave them a chance in that dead ball kick, even though it was just inside the
ball cleared up by Olorenshaw, brought down well. And again, there's no one on these seconds to Stocksbridge. They're not winning any of these second touches at the moment, but they have just intercepted. And Turner out the right to Marshall, trying to now get beyond Haywood, but and in the end it goes out for a Leek throw-in. John Lemon not very happy with that decision. Back out on the left now. Thrown in the middle to Porter. He's going to switch it. He's looking for Curl, who brings it down on his chest. Back in the midfield to Shenton. Great ball to Curl on the right. Curl puts his cross in, blocked by Tinker. Corner kick Leek. And now again the Seals need to defend another set piece. They've defended so many in this game so far, and it's genuinely been really difficult to deal with. And one of them did lead to that early second half goal by Oliver Shenton. Porter putting the ball into the middle, headed away by Stocksbridge, but it's a race to who will be on it first, and it's Leek who get it back out here to Porter. Then back it goes here to Reeves, who puts a very high, lofted ball in. Orca goes to the far side. Campbell's going to strike it into the middle, blocked by Ilden. Charles has it. He's trying to turn. He took a little stumble there as he did, but he is going to get it out of the box and get it away over the top of everyone. It will go back to Curl, the furthest man back, who returns it forward. Iggulden will head it back into midfield. It's picked up well here by Deakin. He's got Rawson to his left, as Deakin will now curl out further onto left. Gets it forward, but it's not a great pass. But it's only returned back to Deakin. He'll get a second attempt. Puts in the middle to Turner. Turner now will slow it down. Back to Iggulden. Out to now the right back Charlesworth. A football in the middle to Morris, who's trying to turn out onto the right. Morris was calling for a bit of Marshall, and now he can't get the ball, and he's had a bit of a tussle there with Haywood, but it goes out for a goal kick in the end. 82 minutes gone in this game, 1-1 here. Stocksbridge seems to have a bit more confidence since someone so close through that James Morris chance. Gainsborough have quickly equalised against Guiseley. Frank Mulhern, the scorer, as Williams gambled on that header, and it's not worked out for him there, and it's awkward. There's appeal for handball, and that's going to be given on Alex Hurst just as he was about to burst through and have a chance. And I think there might be a head injury here. Billy not happy with that decision. So Townsend will come up and take his free kick. Stocksbridge look to get back into the lead. Ball forward, looking for Rawson, but headed away into the midfield. Knocked over the top by O'Connor. Headed away, back into the midfield, a big volley away. Brought down well, and Iggulden will win it. Now out to Rawson, who's on the right wing. Has to get back to Charles, who's going to have to knock it over the top. Deacon will contest, but he's a very short man, so it's easily headed away from him. Into the midfield, Turner wins the header. Now Morris comes away with the ball. Leading force deep, and took a bit of a deflection, and it took the last touch off Morris before going out. 83.5 minutes gone. Mansfield were 2-0 down away at Barnsley. They're now 3-2 up. Lewis has scored. Sorry, Graham Furness, if you're listening. Ball forward. Iggulden will clear it, headed on. Here, Morris trying to hold on to it, loses it, and O'Connor stretching but missed out on it. Now there's a chance. Shenton drives forward, trying to slip it through. Great sliding tackle by Iggulden. He had a really good game at the back, and now it's ball's cleared away. It's only going to go back to Curl now, and the pressure will carry on. Ball forward, he's going out to the right. Campbell chase, and it's going to be Casper Williams just to cover it. He ends up just knocking out for a throw-in. Quickly taken throw-in here for Curl, and it's going to be appeals for a handball, not given. The Leek fans behind that were closest to it, really adamant. Ball back to Billy Reeves, goes forward, and then Deacon with a tackle, but it's back here to Shenton, onto the right to Campbell. Campbell moves it onto his left, into the middle now to Reeves, who lays it off here now to Porter. Back out to Hurst on the left. They've passed it across the edge of the box now. Cross going into the middle, blocked with the near post, and then he went back onto the goal line with Hurst, but game continues. Because I wondered if it might have been called as offside. That Leek now back on the attack, showing what they've done in a lot in this half. Ball to the far side, headed away by Tinker. Back to the edge of the area, knocked out towards Campbell, but Campbell weren't quite aware of it. I think he was also in an offside position. Will be a Stocksbridge flow close to the flag. 85 minutes have now gone. 5 have had a time. Ball back on the left. Tinker will launch it up. Rawson heads it on, but Rawson is pushing to the back of the Leek man of Thomas Curl, and it will be a free kick to Leek in a good position. Luke Rawson really not happy about that being given away. Now another good opportunity to get the ball into the box. Well, there will be a substitution for Stocksbridge. Alfie Wilkinson comes on. He will replace James Morris. Will that be the difference? Someone who scored his only Stocksbridge goal in that game against Parkgate, just the same as Jack Tinker. So maybe that's the secret, is people who can score against Parkgate. Shenton and Porter over the ball now, but Porter's just leaving it now, so he was leaving it, he's now stayed. Depends, there will be a left foot or right foot. Don't like the idea of another defensive player coming on. Substitution during a defensive set piece. Here comes the right footed ball in the middle. Tinker will head it away, but first onto it is Hurst, who now gets it well collected on the left. He's going to cut in on the inside. Right footed ball cross. He's looking for the far post here. Shenton's going to try and keep this in, and he fails to do so. It's a goal kick. .86 minutes gone in this game now. It's back now with Townsend. Shenton had plenty of time to keep that ball in. I'm quite surprised they weren't able to. There's ball back with Townsend, who will get this forward. He's looking for Rawson, but headed away by Edwards. Turner tries to head it back and return back. Tinker will get it forward, and he was looking for Wilson, but head away by Curl before he could get to him. And it will be Tinker coming up to take this throw in as we get closer and closer to the end of this game. If the scoreline stays the same, it would be John Lennon's third 1-1. 3 of 4 the games he's managed as permanent manager will be 1-1 if it finishes this way. Back with Tinker who launched it over the top to Deakin. Appeals offside. That will be accepted by the official on the far side, and it will be a free kick to Leek. We're on 87 minutes now. As Leek will look to try and get a late winner here. As Bamber Bridge are 3-1 up on Lancaster City. Jamie Allen, the Love Island star, has scored. Rawson holds up to Deakin. He just gets his ball forward wrong. It's going to end up going out of play for a throw-in. His arm up goes in apology for not getting that queued up right. It's back with Curl for the throw-in. Gets the ball forward. Tinker will head it away to Deakin. Back to Wilkinson, but his pass just gives it right back to Leek. Ball forward to the right. Lovely little back heel into midfield now for Shenton. And Wilkinson goes into the back room. It's a free kick now to Leek. The amount of free kicks Stocksbridge have given away is absolutely astonishing. So happy not to do it up to now, but only takes one of them to work. And it's quickly taken now to Shenton, out to the right to Curl. And back into midfield now to Porter. Now to Campbell. He's looked quite live as things coming on, but that pass was thinking a bit too far ahead, and it goes out for a goal kick in the end. 89 minutes gone now. I suspect we'll see in the next very soon how much added time we're going to get. We haven't had too many breaks in this second half, so I'm suspecting it'll be a standard 4 or 5. Back with Townsend now. Ball going forward here. Looking for Rawson, but head up into the air by Reeves. Out to the right here to Shenton, not forward to Campbell. It took a little deflection in his pass, and Casper Williams able to clear that one away. Marshall's going to try and challenge it, but it's far enough away from him. And then it's a nice little calm header back from Dickinson to his keeper, Ola Renshaw. And he chucks it out to where Marshall would normally be on that left-hand side. Pass in the middle now to Porter. Takes it away from Marshall before he was able to dispossess him. 5 minutes at a time given. I don't think there's too many complaints about that from either side. Ball forward, pass into the middle here with Reeves. Out to the right here. To Curl. Now out into the middle now to Shenton. Ball to the edge of the area with Porter. He's going to pass it on to the left to Hurst. Hurst is looking for his chance, takes a shot, blocked. And Deakin is going to win the first touch, but then the second one is robbed of the ball. Back out to Curl. Curl. Good overlapping pass here for Shenton. Shenton keeps it in, into the middle, dangles, and it's Campbell blocked, and somehow Stocksbridge survived that. And they're Stocksbridge trying to clear away. The referee is a bit in the way, across into the middle, headed towards the far post. Campbell's going in with a header right at Townsend, who saves. Somehow Stocksbridge are still alive in this game. We've had 40 seconds of added time so far. 2 massive chances spurned by Leek. Rotherham have equalised in the last minute. Sam Nombe penalty of 1-1 against Bolton. As the ball goes out to left here to Rawson. Rawson here moves into the box. He's trying to get it onto his right. Pass it to the edge of the area to O'Connor. Now back out to Turner. He has to stretch to keep it. He's got no option on his right. He's having to just send a hopeful one there for Marshall to chase, but it's just going to go out for a goal kick.
There's a good counter-attack.
He just needed someone on the right there, really. 1 minute 15 has elapsed of added time. Ball forward, headed away there by Eagleton. Forward by Porter, takes a block and it high up in the air. Marshall heads it forward. Rawson holding it up, back out to Turner, who lofts it over the top. Marshall's hoping to have got the gap. He has got the gap on the right wing here. Put the ball in the middle, takes a bit of a deflection. No one's there in the middle, being chased down there by Alpha Wilkinson, who will keep this attack alive. Wilkinson loft to the far post. Rawson just over his head. Marshall's coming in at the far end. He's going to return it back into the middle. No one's there for it. Deakin wins on the edge of the area. Back out to Turner, who takes a shot. Well hit, John. Bottom corner, Kurt Turner! Is that the winner? It's against the runner play for the Steels. Absolutely. But Stocksbridge may well have just won this one. And it's 2-1 to the Steels. What a great... that has all come from just keeping on going. Ball's not going right. Just recovering it. keeping working hard, not giving up, and all that hard work in defence has worked out for the Steels. Or will it? There's still time to go. All the Steels very lucky boys here. There's 2 minutes 15 of added time left to go for backs to the wall Steels defending. Ball forward, headed away. No. Headed back into midfield. Leek on the ball, hooked forward by Shenton, and then Charlesworth will pick it up. He's just going to lump that forward, looking for Marshall, who brings it down really well. He's going to try and go to that corner flag, but he's trying to get past Dickinson. There's appeals for a free kick, but nothing given. Back it will go to Olorenshaw, who boots that out towards the left. It's a good-looking ball, and Hurst could get to it, but Eagledon just slides onto it. Is it up into the air and out of play? Plenty have gone over the stand to the far side of us into the street. Back into defence now for Leek as they look to build. Minute and a half to go. Lofted ball into the box. Headed into the box. Charles is going to covered, and Townsend comes out and claims that one. And he will probably try and use as much time as he possibly can. You can see the referees counting down. Obviously 8 seconds is the rule. We haven't seen it as much as we expected in non-league, to be honest. Thought a few more cards. Leek have won the ball back. Out to Hurst. Charles have got a foot on it. Goes out of play. Will be a throw-in for Leek. Quickly taken. Going to Campbell as it goes. He tries to knock it on, but then Rawson back in defence clears it away. Deacon on it. He goes down under a challenge, and it's a foul for Stocksbridge and a free kick. 50 seconds left of 5 minutes allotted at a time. It was a minimum of 5.
There will be no rush to actually get this free kick taken. In fact, they've even knocked the ball away.
Can the Steels end this year with a Boxing Day win? Townsend on it. Sending it towards the left. He wants it to Wilkinson. Brings it down really well, Wilkinson, to O'Connor. Turn forward, but it's blocked. Now O'Connor, good tackling, but it's just going to go back into Porter. Back into defence now, over to Haywood. Haywood pass forward, and he's going to find Campbell. Nice little touch, gets it to Porter, who's trying to orchestrate things. Out left to Hurst. Stocksbridge have left some big gaps here that Leek are exploiting. Hurst into the middle. Oh, here comes the ball into the middle. Cleared away. Strike from Shenton. Over the bar! That was dramatic. It's a goal kick. Thank God for that. Shenton was the one who equalised in the first place. He almost did it again. We're beyond the 5 minutes of added time now. And I think every Stocksbridge fan, whether you're at home listening to me or you're in this ground now, is praying for the referee to blow that whistle. Back with Townsend now. Ball forward. No whistle gone yet. Headed on. Back into defence for Leek. They might just get one more chance at this. Forward. Rawson. Big volley away. Marshall will try and chase onto it. Haywood's the first. Takes it over the halfway line. Haywood out left. Stocksbridge will have to defend one more time here. As Hurst trying to break through. Tackle goes in, but just goes back to Shenton. Shenton cues at the shot. It's the right shot. It's wide. The League plays on. Akadadi's gone for that, but the Steels certainly as it goes wide of the goal. And that is that. The Steels have won it. A 2-1 win on the road for Stocksbridge. Curtis Turner against the runner play has won it here on Boxing Day. It's a gift of a game for Stocksbridge. Thank you very much to everyone who has listened today. It's been a great result here on Boxing Day. Another massive 3 points to the Steels, as we managed to survive the barrage that Leek gave to us in the second half, and Kurt Turner just sprung up right at the end like a true captain does. Thank you to everyone who has been listening tonight. I've been Adam Allcroft. We are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. We will see you on New Year's Day when Guiseley come to Brecon Moor. Thank you very much and good night. And by the way, for anyone who is still listening, do stay tuned. You are about to get the premiere of our end of 2025 video, which we always are good fun to watch. Thank you very much and good night.